She caught me sneaking into her purse.
Oh.
I used to have a after school, go to the video arcade.
Oh.
And I mean, it was just, you know, the small, $1, $2.
$20. Let's see. Have you ever experienced your parents having a hard time trusting you? If we flip back to our childhoods, was there ever a moment when, like, your mom or dad was like, I can't trust you about this?
Oh, many a time.
Yeah.
The things my mother caught me doing.
Oh, no.
Do it. Oh, I don't think so.
My mother, she caught me sneaking into her purse.
Oh.
I used to have a after school, go to the video arcade.
Oh.
And I mean, it was just, you know, the small, $1, $2.
$20.
I wish. I think I would have got caught too many a times if that much money. Things like that. It was interesting though. I think she generally trusted me because a lot of the things she'd say to me, she's like, if you ever have a girlfriend, bring her over and she can sleep the night. Stay the night at home, which for me was always like, that's kind of like one of the biggest signs of trust. Have your girlfriend stay over at your house under the same roof. And one of her thoughts behind that is she's like, I don't want you going out. I don't know where you're going and spending the night, and I don't want you getting in trouble in a strange environment. She's like, I'd rather you being in your home environment. If you're going to get up to any kind of hanky-panky, she's like, do it under my roof, and at least I know you're safe under my roof.
Right.
She's like, I won't be by the door with a cup and, up to the door listening. She's like, don't worry about that.
Is he asleep?
No. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
And even growing up, like in Australia, when you turn 18, you can drink legally.
Oh, 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
But prior to that, you have parties and there's generally alcohol there. And I'd say to Mum, I'm having a party at a friend's house. And I remember my mother actually buying me alcohol. And her philosophy being that I'd rather know how much you were going to drink as opposed to you going out and getting a ridiculous amount of alcohol and doing something stupid.
Right. Okay.
Which actually, now that I think about it, maybe she didn't trust me. I don't know if that is a trust issue or not. Yeah.
I mean, that particularly is interesting because in America, when you're 21, that's when you can go outside your house and drink and everything. But there's always those memes floating around the internet of kids talking to their parents, but whatever it is, the parent is always like, well, I'd rather you be here so I know what you're doing and I can control the situation, which, it's a good thing, but it's also like, is that because you trust or you don't trust?
Yeah.
Which is it?
Like, it's like if children say, is Santa Claus real? It's tough if they come out and ask you directly because children are kind of like, children are suspicious by nature.
They are.
Very suspicious. Very suspicious. And I'm not going to say, no, he's not real. I'm going to try and, cover my tracks a little bit better.
Right.
But if they're kind of, if maybe they've got some photographic evidence of me doing something to pretend that I'm Santa Claus. Yeah.
You can't keep getting away with it.
I think it's something you maybe sit down and kind of have a talk them through it. It's not worth living a lie and because children are going to they're going to start talking about it and say, they kind of get in that position where they can get quite pig-headed. They can get quite stubborn. They're like, oh, Dad, why don't you just tell me the truth? Stop lying. Why are you acting like that? And if it's getting them upset or they're getting antsy or there's angst that comes with it, there's no point putting them in that position and straight.
Right.
If there's any stress involved, it's like, okay, let's just talk it through and put the cards on the table.
That's the thing. I don't remember at this point if my parents told me or if I found out through, I don't know, a movie or through friends or from peers around me or anything. I don't remember. I don't think I ever asked my folks, hey, is Santa real? But
generally, I don't think it's through parents that you find. I think
probably not.
It's generally through peers, usually through older peers.
Right.
Or it's through mass media.
Exactly.
It's parents. This is something that, as a parent myself, you don't want to destroy this magic because you wake up on Christmas morning and you see the look in their face. And even on Christmas Eve, and they're like, Father Christmas is coming tomorrow. It's like, what? And they wake up and their faces just light up and you're like, I wait 364 days a year for this. I don't want anyone to take this away from me. It's like, like the example I gave of my friend's child, if someone took that away from me, I'd be willing to go to prison for that. Seriously, you do not take that away from my child. You do not take that away from my child. I understand people are entitled to their religious views and whatnot. Do not take that away from my child at a young age.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like if they find out through their own devices, through like a movie, mass media.
Right.
But if an adult, especially, spoils it for them, I'd be livid.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy that episode?
If you did, you can always listen to the full episodes on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
And also, do not forget to subscribe and follow this channel. Also, turn on notifications.